So next we come to funds, the schemes which are related to technology upgradation and quality certification. Uh, this is the first is that comes under this is financial support to the MSMEs in the ZED. ZED is the zero defect, zero effect scheme, which envisages the promotion of ZED, that is zero defect, zero effect manufacturing among MSMEs to minimize the losses from MSME and to increase the productivity. So the first scheme is about financial support to these ZED practices. The ZED certification scheme aims to create awareness among the MSMEs for ZED manufacturing and motivate them for assessment of their enterprise. After ZED enterprise, the MSME can reduce their wastages, increase productivity, expand their markets, become vendors to CPCU, etc. Other components of the scheme is develop an ecosystem for the ZED manufacturing, promote adaptation of quality tools and energy efficient manufacturing, enable MSMEs for manufacturing of quality products, support Make in India campaign, encourage MSMEs to constantly upgrade their quality standards in product and processes, drive manufacturing with adoption of zero defect production process and without impacting the environment, and develop professionals in the area of ZED. Who can apply? All MSME sectors who have Udyog Aadhaar memorandum can apply. So, and what kind of assistance? The subsidy provided by the government will be of 80, 60 and 50% respectively, and there will be an additional subsidy of 5% for MSME owned by SC/ST women and MSMEs in the northeastern and the Jammu and Kashmir region. And what would be it would be for assessment, rating, for gap analysis, handholding, etc. Now there will be an additional rating for defense related ZED. By empaneled, so the defense related ZED has to be empaneled by some credit rating agency which is valid for 4 years, and for this the Ministry of MSME will subsidize the certification fee of 80% for micro, 60% for small and 50% for medium enterprises. The handholding and consultancy etc. will be supported by consultants from National Productivity Council or the QCI. So this ZED certification process is basically, this scheme is basically for financially supporting the fee for ZED certification. So in order to produce ZED, inculcate the practice of ZED, the MSMEs have to get a certificate, and the financing for this certificate will be provided by the MSME ministry under this scheme. Next is the Aspire scheme, which is a very important scheme. This is the Aspire. The aim of the scheme is to promote rural entrepreneurship, rural industry and innovation among rural entrepreneurs. So the main objective of the scheme is to create new jobs and reduce unemployment, promote an entrepreneurship culture and grassroots level economic development at the district level, and also promote innovative solutions to the social needs, and also enhance the competitiveness of the MSME sector. So the NSIC, National Small Scale Industries Corporation, or the KVIC, or the COIR board, or the Government of India or state government agency. So the National Small Industries Corporation or the Khadi and Village Industries Corporation or the COIR board or the Government of India state agencies, they are to set up livelihood business incubators. So under the Aspire scheme, they are going to set up business incubators for the period from 2014 to 16. And the objective of setting up such kind of incubator is for promotion of innovation, entrepreneurship, agro-industry in the MSME sector. And it will give one-time grant of 10% of the cost of plant and machinery. Apart from so besides 10% of the cost of plant and machinery, there will be land and infrastructure, or an amount of 100 lakhs. So there will be support for land and infrastructure or amount of 100 lakhs, whichever is less, not whichever is more, whichever is less, and 100% cost of plant and machinery to be provided to these incubation centers. So basically the COIR board, the state government or the government of India or these NSIC, KVIC, they are going to set up these business incubators, 80 livelihood incubators, which will be regarding a village to promote entrepreneurship or agro-based industry in the MSME sector, and there will be assistance for 100% of plant and machinery, and there will be assistance for land and infrastructure or rupees 100 lakhs, whichever is less. And this will be under the PPP mode. This will be under the PPP mode. With the NSIC, KVIC or the COIR board or any other institution, agency of the state government. Now, one-time grant of the cost of plant and machinery other than the land and infrastructure or 50,000, whichever is less, is to be provided. Apart from that, a one-time grant of 50% of the cost of plant and machinery other than the land and infrastructure or 50 lakhs, whichever is less. So one-time grant of 50% of the plant machinery and 50 lakhs will be provided. So 50% will be provided first as a one-time grant, and then the rest 50% will be provided. So training cost of these incubates will be met out at the ATI scheme of the ministry. Who can apply? So the scheme can implement the incubation and commercialization of business ideas. So research institutes, including those in the agro-based industry, etc., they can apply, and they would become knowledge partners, and they would help in spreading knowledge and new research possibilities, etc. They will be able to a new technology that is emerging out of research. Such kind of things will be created by these knowledge partners, and they would commercialize such knowledge. And it would also provide funds for the incubation and help in establishing synergy between the scheme and the business incubators. So the incubators, which would be these knowledge partners, so it will try to create a synergy between the incubator and these technology partners that they have. And it will also try to create a synergy between these incubation schemes. So applications will be sent to the Aspire Scheme Steering Committee. The Scheme Steering Committee will be responsible for the overall policy. And the Scheme Steering Committee will be chaired by the Secretary, Ministry of MSME. So basically, they are going to provide funds for these for these livelihood business incubators that are going to be set up, and the training and research institutes, these technical institutes will become knowledge partners, and it will try to create a synergy between these knowledge partners and these business incubators and the different schemes of the KVIC, NSIC, etc. So this scheme will also give monetary support in the form of the monetary amount that we have discussed. So this is all about the Aspire scheme. It wants to create innovation, entrepreneurship in the rural sector. Next, we come to National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program. So this under this National Manufacturing Competitiveness Program, there is the credit link subsidy for technology upgradation. So CLCSS, it will provide 50% subsidy for additional investment of 1 crore for technology. Besides the we have what we have read about the credit link subsidy for the MSME sector, there will be a separate 15% subsidy under the scheme for technology investment up to 1 crore by these MSMEs. So technology upgradation would mean induction of state-of-the-art technology. It would cover more than 75,000 products in the small scale sector. So there are a list of sectors, a list of technologies for which there will be 15% support up to 1 crore of technology upgradation by these MSMEs. So units that are looking for replacing existing technology with the same equipment, they will not qualify. Similarly, units upgrading with used machinery, so you cannot You have to bring in new equipment. You cannot bring in the, say one machine is undergoing a depreciation, so you bring the same machine again, or you are replacing it with a used machine, a second hand machine from some other company. That kind of thing is not eligible. It will provide 15% of upfront capital subsidy to the MSEs, including the Khadi, village industry, coir, etc. So any MSE unit can apply under this. Next, we have the marketing support or assistance to MSME barcode. So under this scheme, the ministry will conduct seminar and reimburse the registration fee for barcoding in order to engage MSEs to use barcodes. So all the products that are that are under the MSME sector produced by the micro, small and medium enterprises, they are going to they are encouraged to use barcodes in their product, and the process and the cost of putting the barcodes on their products will be borne by the government. So the registration fee for such seminar for barcoding, financial assistance for reimbursement up to 75% of one-time registration fee and 75% of the annual fee for the first 3 years will be provided by the government. So this is not very important. This is basically financial support for putting barcodes on their products. Now, lean manufacturing competitiveness. Now, this is the scheme is to enhance the manufacturing competitiveness of MSME through the application of lean manufacturing techniques. So, the government will provide financial assistance for implementation of lean manufacturing techniques. So the cost of lean manufacturing consultant will be 80% will be for by the government and 20% by the beneficiaries. So the lean manufacturing consultants will raise the bills for services that they provide through a special purpose vehicle. So the special purpose vehicle will pay 20% and then it will get it reimbursed. So with the help of a special purpose vehicle, this scheme will operate. It is open to all manufacturing units. So even in a group, the SMEs can apply. Either a recognized SPV can apply on its own, or a mini cluster or a group can form, and they will apply to the National Monitoring and Implementation Unit. The monitoring and implementation unit for this scheme is the National Productivity Council. Next, we have the Design Clinic for Design Expertise. It is for increasing the competitiveness for adaptation of design and its learning. Again, it will provide financial support for the seminar and 75% to a maximum of 3.75 lakh per workshop. So, the main objective is to help the MSMEs adopt new designs, design related products, and they are going to pay for, the government is going to pay for the consultancy and different kind of service related interventions. Again, this is 75%, 60% for SMEs ranging between 15 to 40 lakhs. Apart from that, we have technology and quality upgradation support. So this scheme is for using energy efficient technologies in order to reduce the cost of production and adopt clean development technology. So capacity building of these clean energy, clean technology, adaptation of clean technology, funding would be provided up to 75% for awareness programs, maximum of 75,000 per program. So for per program related to clean energy use or energy efficient technologies, 75% of the funding will be provided by the government. Apart from that, it will set up carbon accreditation centers, carbon credit, 50% of the actual expenditure subject to 1.5 lakh. Also, it will encourage MSMEs to get product certification licenses about their clean energy use from international and different national bodies. Again, 75% of the actual expenditure, maximum to 15. So this is all not that important. So any expert organization like BEE, TERI, IIT, NITs, etc., state government cluster based organizations of MSME. This is basically the organization has to apply and obtain product certification from national bodies or international certification bodies in order to get the clean energy certificate. And then you have entrepreneurial and managerial development of SMEs through incubators. The objective of the scheme is to again provide funding for innovative business ideas that would be commercialized in a year. So they will be funding the support for setting up of business incubators. Costs may vary from 4 to 8 lakh for each incubator or idea. So upgradation of infrastructure, orientation, training, administrative, total assistance of 66.50 lakhs. Any individual or MSME that is ready for commercialization can apply to the host institute. The host institutes are basically IITs, NITs, etc. in order to get the support fund. So any technical institution that wants to become a host institution can apply to the Office of the Development Commissioner, MSME. So they are going to incubate these small SMEs that want to become a commercial idea within a year. So these MSMEs, the ministry is going to provide support for these for upgradation of technology, orientation, training, administrative expenses from between 4 to 8 lakh. Between 4 to 8 lakh of expenditure will be borne by the MSME ministry for each business or for each incubator, and the cost of the entire incubator up assistance, all these college IITs, NITs and institutes of higher education that are supporting the scheme, that are trying to incubate the scheme, they per business incubator the assistance, total assistance would be 66.50 lakhs. So the host institution can apply for getting the support in order to become an incubator. The individual also can apply directly to the host institutions in order to incubate their idea. Next, we have enabling manufacturing sector to be competitive through QMS and QTT. So the MSME sector, this is again to encourage the MSEs to adopt the latest quality management and quality technology tools. Again, funding support will be provided to these technical institutions through expert organizations. So the government will provide funding support for introduction of proper technical courses by expert organizations. Also for awareness campaign for the MSEs for these QMS, QTT in order to inculcate these practices, these standards. Also they will get 2.5 lakh per unit for these implementation of the QMS and QTT through these expert organization. Also there will be a CWAT study. And expert organizations like Quality Council of India, National Recruitment Board for Training and Consultancy, National Productivity Council, etc. All these accreditation boards, apart from the higher education institutions like engineering colleges, technical colleges, etc. These Indian Institute of Quality Management, all these certification and quality testing bodies, these they are all going to get assistance under the scheme. So the MSc cluster may contact the office, or the DC office will finalize the MSME cluster for conducting the awareness program. Next is awareness on IPR. Building awareness of IPR. So this scheme mainly wants to encourage awareness among the MSMEs for the IPR in order to protect their ideas. So they will conduct the awareness programs on IPR. So even organizations or expert agencies, they will be provided 1 lakh per awareness program. They will conduct pilot studies for selected clusters. Per pilot study, the government will give 2.5 lakh assistance. So registered MSME consultancy firms, expert agencies, they can apply. The government will provide support for specialized training on IPR, conducting seminar on IPR, for setting up IP facilitation, for granting GI registration, etc. So IPR is a very important issue when it comes to MSMEs, providing GI tags to these products, etc. So with the help of these program, the government will try to augment the competitiveness or the or the quality of these products of the MSME sector by bringing them under the protective umbrella of the IPR. So with this we complete all the schemes related to technology upgradation in the MSME sector. Thank you.